Hello friends, welcome to Science and Knowledge. Shehbaz here, and today I'm going to unbox a new entry-level mobile phone that recently launched with great stuff. Yes, Samsung Galaxy M11 is a great phone with advanced features and a huge battery life. The Galaxy M11 is good choice when you want to Samsung software, a big battery, and don't want to overpay for your choice. Please sit tight and don't go anywhere. Coming up next. So let's open the box. Here is a warranty card. A little box in the box. It contains a quick start guide and a warranty card book. An IMEI token. So here is a new entry-level phone. We will discuss later. Here is a fast charger. A 15 watts fast charger. Quality is not bad. A USB cable. And a SIM tray ejecting key. Alright, here is the smartphone. Samsung Galaxy M11 with octa-core processor, Infinity O display and 5000 mAh battery. Let's remove the cover. Wow, very nice. Samsung Galaxy M lineup of entry-level devices continues this year, and the Galaxy M11, which succeeds the Galaxy M10 from 2019, is one of the latest additions. The 2020 model introduces a variety of improvements, from a larger Infinity O display to an additional rear-facing camera and a considerably large battery. The Galaxy M11 continues the tradition set by its predecessor, meaning that it is one of the Samsung's most affordable smartphones on the market, even though it tries to punch above its weight in terms of specs and functionality. So let's start the device. The device is powered on. In my opinion, the Galaxy M11 is a good choice when you want Samsung software, a big battery, and don't want to overpay for your choice. This is a budget device with all of advantages and disadvantages that follow from this. It can and should be considered only within its price group. The body is made of plastic. It is matte, no gloss or additional protective layer. We see such cases in a lot of inexpensive Chinese smartphones. They prove to be wearable, well withstand the long-term operation. Turquoise and violet colors are unusual for this price group, so they are worth paying attention to. The layout of the controls is typical for any Samsung smartphone. It is also worth noting that there are two microphones at the ends. The Chinese usually do with one in this segment. At the top there is a 3.5mm headphone jack. At the bottom there is a speaker grill, a USB port, and a microphone. On the right side, there is an on-off key. You can customize your functions on the button, as well as a volume rocker. On the left side, there is a slot for SIM cards and memory cards. It is not combined, which is not bad. The back panel is rounded. The device cuts into the hand a little. The smartphone is wide. Dimensions 161.4 by 76.3 by 9 mm. Weight 197 grams. The model is for men. The case will be even larger, of course, if you use such an accessory. The build quality of the device is excellent. There are no complaints about it. The fingerprint sensor is on the back and can be easily found, and that's good. The reaction time is short. The unlocking is fast. Unlocking by face is standard. It works perfectly. Unfortunately, choosing a TFT screen makes it possible to implement always-on display. This function is not here. The screen size is a 6.4 inches with an Infinity O display. The screen itself is bright enough, pleasant color reproduction, but it is far from the standard AMOLED screens in the terms of color gamut and brightness, which are used even in entry-level models from Samsung. The screen settings are typical. You can change the color settings. The screen remains readable in the sun. The brightness is enough to read the message. It is possible to talk about comfortable work in the sun for a long time. The screen is inferior to those in models of the middle segment, but it is understandable this is a budget device. The smartphone has a built-in 5000 mAh battery. It supports fast charging and it comes with a 15-watt fast charger. It is wrong to estimate the operating time by the nominal battery capacity. It is always the wrong way. In real life, the operating time directly depends on the chipset, its operating speed, the quality and characteristics of the screen, and if in models with AMOLED screens, Samsung has noticeably longer battery life. In this device, it is typical for devices for this price. On average, you can get 2 days of use with an average load. For the target audience, this is enough for the eyes. In some use cases, the device will drain faster. For example, when transferring large files over the LTE network. But I emphasize that this is an unlikely scenario for those who buy such models. The full charging time of the battery is approximately 160 minutes. Up to 50% of charging takes about 70 minutes. The Samsung Galaxy M11 used a Qualcomm Snapdragon 450 chipset, 14nm technology, 8 Cortex A153 cores with a frequency of up to 1.8 GHz, Adreno 506, a budget chipset that lacks stars from the sky. The interface is fast and responsive, which is good for these class of devices. Look at the synthetic test results. The basic memory variant is 3 and 32 GB. Memory cards up to 512 GB. This is enough for most users of such a device. Built-in eMMC 5.1 memory, which limits the operating speed. It is bottleneck for this unit. Keep that in mind. The Galaxy M11 has single band Wi-Fi, version Bluetooth 4.2, but NFC, Samsung and Google Pay is present, which is already good. From the point of the view of navigation, everything is typical. A cold start on city streets take 2 and 3 seconds. Navigation accuracy is good, but the antenna is clearly inferior to the Galaxy M21. In urban conditions, it is almost imperceptible. The camera interface is familiar from other Samsung models, but there is no additional visual effects, only the most necessary. One more greeting from the ODM manufacturer. The main camera module consists of 3 lenses. Let's take a look at some sample photos and videos. This is a very basic camera with basic capabilities. However, nothing else is expected from the model of this class. The model is originally based on the Android 10 and One UI 2.0. That is, this is the latest version of the interface, which in the literal sense can be called one of the best in terms of flexibility of settings and capabilities, as well as in other points. A few words about the multimedia capabilities of the device. It has a built-in radio with the ability to record programs. The headphones act as an antenna. Standard applications are represented by a calculator, file manager, voice recorder, and other applications that are necessary for comfortable work out of the box. There are minor differences from native Samsung models. For example, you can assign gestures to the fingerprint sensor, but in general, this is exactly the same software. We hope you will like this video. If you do, please hit the like button, share, and tell us your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe our channel Science and Knowledge for our future videos. Until the next video, take care yourself very well. Peace out.